Marxist, as a person who is extremely skeptical to capitalism, I don't understand how a tax cut is going to really help me when I still can't take my son to the doctor. I don't understand how a tax cut is going to help me when I still can't put food in my pantry. So I think that the taxes that we pay go towards services that people use and that are the lifeblood of our communities. We need to be interdependent on each other.
With Asana, AI teammates are here to help level up your goals. Try it for free.
Hello guys. Oh yes, there we go. Oh, nice. So, it's going to be a super awesome experience, of course. Experience complete. Let's reload here. Hello? Hello? Alright, frag kill, we got one of them. Performance than I was so far in this video, I think. I mean, we're getting here. So,
Hardcore team deathmatch. Eliminate all threats. The lead is ours.
Most welcome. Five kills. Bye-bye. Frag out.
It wasn't even my fault. I happened to walk in the way.
Sniper has been punched. I do not want to point the finger of blame, but it was your fault.
We need to bring each other up. We need to bring families up. I don't think that this hyper-individualism of I need more tax cuts, I need more tax.
Irvine, California, the gem of Orange County, where you can soar 400.
Hardcore kill confirmed. CIA, you're cleared hot. Work your frag list. We've given up the lead.
Hostile marksman destroyed. Sniper is down.
We've taken the lead. Stay on task. winning. Keep it that way. Hostiles reclaimed the lead.
Revenge is my middle name. Calm took foul. Sniper has been punished. Tango delete. That is 101.
Heads up.
Organic on the line. Sniper has been punished. Enemy is down. Moving assault pack.
Kill confirmed. Hostile.
Why does this one not move anymore? Sniper is down. You may move.
Hostile sniper down.
Not much time left. Put this to bed.
I am still just warming up. Sniper has been hostile gone.
öldü.
Hardcore team death. Neutralize all threats. You're falling behind, Crimson.
You do the same for me.
You claimed the advantage, now hold it. You've given up the lead. We're winning. Keep it that way. You claimed the advantage, now hold it.
You must have been very, very angry. Sniper kill, you are most welcome. Sniper.
They've taken the lead.
Stop that. I am curious. What part of shiny kill sniper has been punished?
They're right where we want them. Finish the job. All units
It's over. Let's see what you're made of.
Mover, front! Enemy marksman's gone. You want something done right?
We got the lead. Now hold it.
Sniper's down. Move up. Ah, shit.
You'll get what. Hostile sniper taken out.
Five of them.
Flash. Got one.
Friendly down.
Took out the sharpshooter.
We have the edge. Don't get cocky. This shit ain't over.
Sniper's down. Move.
Crimson followed back. Hell of a show today, Black Ops.
Crimson's on the run. Scour the area for intel.
Back in the day, you had 720 considered PhD, and teenage was the king of all gaming.
Totino's pizza rolls are 10 for about $1.
Well, then give us about $1.
Cuts is really the answer. I think the community is the answer. And like I said, a tax cut
Racism
Yeah,
an issue and
talk on this topic because
particularly
in America, and I realized this has to be on a Netflix show teaching people how to become a BLM activist. In the process getting ready for that show, I started studying the counter arguments, and it completely flipped my perspective of being black in America. And I realized being black in America is a very easy life. So I would love to speak on this topic. It's what I do for a living.
All right, I feel like I'm best to argue this, talk my political views, and I feel like I'd be pretty good up here.
honestly fair enough.
Xavier.
Systemic racism issue in America anymore. I feel like we have a systemic disempowerment issue. And what I mean by that is really two things. First, let's start with the rhetoric that is put on black people. So you and I disagree on pretty much everything politically, and I will fight tooth and nail for you to be able to speak your piece and say what it is that you feel. But me, as a black conservative, I'm called an Uncle Tom and a sellout. And it makes you just sit and wonder, who is it that I'm being sold out from? This belief system that we have to have this unapologetic, unwavering perspective of just loving what the Democrats tell us to believe is an issue that when it's woke the three from us. So when we talk about destroying businesses and opportunities.
All right, eyes up. To the HCC. control.
Ah, shit.
Enemy HVT is down.
5 kills.
I'm injured. Hostile HVT located. Protect our HVT. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. Our HVT has been eliminated. We took out their HVT. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe.
Enemy 12 o'clock.
No medals for second place. Crush those dirtbags. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out. HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire. They got our HVT. You're falling behind. Protect our HVT. Enemy HVT is down. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. Hostile HVT located.
That's fine.
Damn, blue on blue.
HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire. We took out their HVT. Quit whining. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
Splash.
Bravo fucking Zulu, Black Ops.
People saying really mean and nasty things to you, demeaning you because of your race, I would argue. I experienced that as a black conservative, and it was the hardest part of being a black conservative. But I don't understand how you can have this perspective as a black man in America that there is no racial tension and no racial discrimination when we as black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die giving birth. When black men are twice as likely to be killed on death row than white men for committing similar crimes. When you have the Hopi nation of people who don't have clean water to drink, there's a diabetes epidemic because there is no clean, accessible water that they are able to afford. I don't understand how you can have these positions that there is no racial disparities and that these things weren't set up against us when there is so much going against us in this country. I would say as a woman who has experienced police violence, I was pregnant when I experienced police violence. I told them I was pregnant and they still mishandled me. They did not see me as a citizen. They did not see me as somebody to serve and protect. And by the way, there is no constitutional basis for serve and protect. They are not constitutionally obligated to serve and protect you. I just want to tell you this. I told them I was pregnant and they still mishandled me. They didn't see me as somebody to protect. They saw me as that's what they saw.
So a lot to unpack with that, and I'm truly sorry that happened to you. I think one thing to start with the middle ground that we can agree on is that, or two things really, is that there is still racial tension. Now, if that's a systemic thing, I wouldn't say. Are you going to encounter racist people? Absolutely. Are you going to encounter racist people in positions of power? Unfortunately, absolutely. That's a very real thing, and I do think when it comes to the criminal justice system, even black conservatives, look at the Blexit movement. One of the biggest things that the Blexit movement, which stands for Black Exit, exiting the left, is criminal justice reform. So with that being said, I empathize with what you're saying and I understand your perspective there. But that being said, when it comes to systemic racism, that would infer that there's this whole system that is holding you down because you're a black woman.
But there is.
But here's the thing, is there's not. There's over 2 million black millionaires in America. Black women are outpacing in education in so many different metrics compared to every single demographic. I mean, just look at yourself. I mean, just hearing you, you sound very educated. You can't have all of these different success and be self-made in a country that is oppressive to you.
Hardcore domination. Remind those shitheads who they're dealing with. Taking A. Bravo lost. Taking Bravo underway. Locking down Charlie. Securing B. Taking B. B locked down. C. I got this. Losing B. Securing Charlie. Losing Bravo. Charlie secured. Nice. We're pulling ahead. We lost B. 5 kills. Taking Bravo underway. Assault pack. Who needs ammo? Securing B. Visual on hostile. Damn. Blue on blue. I'm playing the long game. Hostile down. Threat neutralized. Controlling Bravo. Throwing frag. Bravo is on. Enemy appears KIA. Take it out. Target ID. Working this objective. All engaged secured. Hold your position. Assault pack available. Frag out.
One of your suspects
Sending flashbang. Losing B.
Your suspect has been destroyed.
Contact white. Losing Bravo. We're losing Alpha. They're taking C. We're losing Charlie. Sit down, buddy. Something you want to say, soldier? Hostile done. Sniper's down. Move up. We have the edge. Don't get cocky. This shit ain't over. Lose the speed. CIA is a bunch of proud bastards. They won't forget this. On the run. Scour the area for intel. domination. Weapons free, people. Lay some hate on them. Secure an Alpha. Take a B. Alpha secure. Controlling Bravo. We've taken control. Securing B. Losing A.
Eat this.
We're losing Alpha. Taking Bravo underway.
Enemy marksman's gone.
Losing A. B secured.
You're mine.
We're losing Alpha.
Contact down.
Losing Bravo. Losing A. Losing B.
Just working at the kinks. Snipers down. Move up.
We're losing Alpha. We lost Alpha.
Working on it.
Taking C.
Ah, shit.
Zone C secure. Taking A. Losing Bravo. Securing Alpha.
Took out their sharpshooter. Smoke him.
Losing B.
That's 5. Assault pack. Who needs ammo? Frag out.
Securing Zone A.
I'm playing the long game. Throwing frag. DKIA.
Losing Bravo. Finish lines in sight. Don't let up. Losing B. Taking Alpha. Losing Bravo.
They're down.
All objectives locked down. Hold those SOBs back. Losing A. All mission objectives met. Way to make me proud.
you because of your skin color. We've seen what that looks like in the past, and that is just not the situation that we're in anymore. Because as I look at you as a black woman, there is not a single thing that this white man, no shade, can do that you can't do. You are capable.
I would like to disagree with you because I think that all throughout American history, we have had black people, we have had indigenous people, we have Chicano people, we have people of all races and colors that have beat the odds, but that does not mean that those odds are not there. That does not mean that those odds are not there. A lot of people on the conservative side like to say like, oh, well, you have all the same legal rights and responsibilities that I have. There's no law against you as a black person.
Correct.
The law is not an entity in and of itself. Law is a social construct. We enact laws in everything that we do every day of our life. And the way that people enact laws is what affects these disparities, what allows black men to be imprisoned for the same drugs that white men are doing, what allows black women to be dying on operating tables, giving the same birth to the same babies that white women are giving. And so I think that if we're talking about America in and of itself, why are we having these discussions about Ahmaud Arbery? Why are we having these discussions about Breonna Taylor? Why are we having these discussions about Frank Tyson, who was killed in my hometown because they kneeled on his chest? He was dying and he begged them to help him and they said, shut the F up. And he died there under their knee.
So a couple quick things with that. So with some of the issues you were talking about, such as black women dying on the operating table, unfortunately what that is, that's a socioeconomic issue. And I feel like what a lot of people attribute to being an issue that has to do with systemic racism is really socioeconomic, because you don't see wealthier black people having those issues at the same rate. If it was a systemic racism issue, it would have to do with race, not to do with wealth. And then when we look at situations like some of the names you said, let's start with Breonna Taylor. The way that the media lies to black people to gaslight us into thinking that we need to be terrified of police officers is absolutely unacceptable. If you really look into the tea that happened with Breonna Taylor, we were lied about. They lied to us about that whole situation. Breonna Taylor.
Are you talking about the Tatum report? That one?
I'm talking about all of it. I'm talking about the whole system. I don't need to look at what Brandon Tatum has to say about it, but I think he had a lot of intelligence things to say about it. Because if you go and you look at the actual facts of what happened with Breonna Taylor, she was knee deep in that criminal investigation. That being said, with the reason I bring that up is I'm not saying that her dying was something that should have happened. However, you can't ignore that her boyfriend shot first. You can't ignore that they were at the right house. When I first heard about Breonna Taylor back then, I was a BLM activist. I was out there marching for Breonna Taylor, literally, because I thought that this black woman was minding her business, laying in her bed, and a police officer came and shot her in the window.
Okay, but
that
you
is
have
not what
homeowners'
happened.
rights. If we're talking about guns, you as a homeowner, you do not know who is entering your home. You have the right to shoot.
They announced.
No, they didn't, because
Yes,
there's
they
actually
did.
3 different neighbors who each contested that they did not announce themselves. But if I'm being honest, it's not even just socioeconomic, because they did the same study with black women and white women of the same socioeconomic stature, and black women still died more. Why are we poor? Because this country was set up to make us poor. Because we were given a culture of desperation that makes us poor. Because we were set down hundreds of years down the line. We do not have the education we need. We do not have the reparations we need. We do not have everything we need to thrive and to strive. They killed our leaders. They killed Martin Luther King. They killed...
Who's they?
I'm talking about the CIA, the FBI, the American government.
That's T. That's T. I actually have a middle ground thing that she
Yeah,
just
yeah.
said.
So let's let Connie start, and then you respond.
Okay.
What's a middle ground you want to offer between the two of you?
I think I would agree with you.
Hardcore domination. Secure the objective. Controlling Bravo. Securing Zone A. Taking Bravo underway. We're losing Charlie. Taking B. B secured. The lead is up. Losing B.
I am still jumping. Sniper has been punished.
Locking down Charlie. Losing Bravo. Taking Alpha. Losing B. Losing Bravo. Taking A. Taking C. We lost B. You're falling behind, Crimson. Securing B. Bravo is ours. We're losing Alpha. Securing Alpha. Securing Charlie.
That tickles. Drop them.
Losing A.
That the black community and many communities of color are currently suffering a crisis.
What I would say I agree with you on is that black people were essentially set up to fail in this country. But the thing is, if we're really going to get into it, who set us up to fail? The Democratic Party. I mean, if we look at everything just from the welfare system, are you familiar with the whole? What I would say I agree with you on is that black people were essentially set up to fail in this country. But the thing is, if we're really going to get into it, who set us up to fail? The Democratic Party. I mean, if we look at everything just from the welfare system, are you familiar with the whole origin of that? And then a lot of people try to say, oh, they switched sides. No, they didn't. That is a myth. But when you look at the welfare system, it was set up to keep us poor.
I'm not hearing any overlap. I'll give you
heard a lot.
Okay, let's give you one more chance.
We need to give our communities of color more tools to thrive in this country.
I think we need to give all Americans more tools to thrive in this country. And I think that we've already given black Americans so many. I mean, just look at affirmative action and DEI, but no one wants to have that conversation.
Affirmative action actually benefits white women the most.
Oh, I've seen, trust me, I know, but it's still helping black people too, because you can see
Yes,
black
but
people
it
who should
benefits
not
white
be in the
women.
colleges that they're in, they're there. To find a middle ground with you, I do think that there is still more progress. However, I think we...
Okay, their hand if Connie's statement resonated with you more. Okay, anybody on this side disagree with Connie?
I appreciate your respective standpoints on how you.
You are HPT. Stay alert. Enemy HPT is down. Friendly HPT on site. Keep them safe. Enemy HPT on site. Take them out. They got our HPT. Protect our HPT. We took out their HPT. Hostile HPT located. HPT under fire. Repeat, HPT under fire. Your tactics aren't working. Find another way. You've taken the lead. Stay on task. Enemy HPT is down.
No life signs detected.
Enemy HPT on site. Take them out.
Spike is...
both handled this, and I think you both had some great points, and I agree. I can say as a woman of color, this is a very nuanced topic, and I think you guys made some great points. And I think it was a great dialogue that needed to be had. That said, so I will just say this to make it quick. When you're privileged, equality often feels like oppression. So my thing with why I don't agree with Connie, because that's what we're talking about, right? We're not addressing this gentleman's yet. Okay, so why I don't agree with Connie, although I appreciate your offering, is when we say we need to give the African American community more tools, it's not about giving us anything. Our ancestors built this country, and there's people still benefiting. So what we're owed is reparations, and people seem to have an issue with that. But why is it an issue when the Japanese got it, when people of Jewish descent got it, as they all should? So why, when it comes to us, we're not asking to have anything but what we deserve? So I don't think we should be given anything, because yes, I am educated, and I will succeed in spite, as I said last time I was on here, of systematic oppression. But it is very real, and we talk about scholarships. Nobody talks about legacy scholarships, right? Where if you're somebody in your family line, your parents went to that school, usually of an upper echelons, you automatically are admitted. So nobody talks about that. So that's why I don't agree. But thank you for holding it down up there and representing your point.
All right, and then let's hear from somebody who agreed with Connie.
I do agree with you, Connie. From my perspective, I'm Latina American. My parents came here from Central America, and what I see in my communities is just devastating. I'm from the Bay Area originally, and a very predominantly Latino community. Is Menlo Park. Menlo Park is currently sinking because these people are built houses on marshes. Because the houses that were built a long, long time ago over there were built by white people. Black and brown.
I've got to say that I almost agree with you on saying that giving more resources to minority communities is what we need to do. And I agree with you because we've already been doing that. The last administration gave funding to HBCUs, which help minority communities. He also gave opportunity zones, which is to help minority communities. Same also for the First Step Act, which help minority communities. The thing is that what us Republicans believe in is that we should have the tools and we should work on it. You don't give a man a fish, you teach him how to fish. And that's how the minority community gets out of their issues. And when we sit back and continue to blame it on systemic racism, it's not gonna help us at all. It's just gonna bring us down. I'm Black in America, and I could do anything that anyone here could do. I went to school, I'm going to college right now, and I just transferred to a university. I got straight A's because of the work that I put in to get there. The problem that I have with the Democratic Party over here is they get votes if we believe that we're oppressed. That's how they get their votes. And as long as they keep on thinking that, then they get the votes every single time. And the moment they get in office, the moment they get what they want, they kick us to the curb. They've been doing that every single year. So that's my stance on it, and that's why I disagree with it. I think at the end of the day, we have to give people the tools and teach them how to use them, not just be handing out money left and right.
Raise a hand. Who?
Not just be handing out money left and right.
So then let's get a raise of hand. Who agreed more with Xavier's statement?
I see you. We see each other.
Okay, why do you agree with Xavier?
I mean, I feel like in this subject, as a white cis, male, I don't feel that I think all or none. I'm an all or none guy. Give everybody the same opportunity or nobody the same opportunity. And I think if you're going to give a thing to a group of people, you should give it to all of those groups.
Maybe come here. Dirt.
Escalating. What should the U.S.
There's not that the United States is violating international humanitarian rights.
And I think there are a lot of talking points that I've heard from the right that I have pretty good rebuttals to. If you actually look at the numbers, the narrative they're painting is just not true at all.
So this is against children